welcome on the year ender. In fact, I would say the 11 years best of the NDTV Dettol Banega Swasth India campaign. And today I have with me my co-anchor, an integral partner who has been with us since the very beginning. We have with us Ravi Bhatnagar from Reckitt. And together NDTV and Dettol have worked together in making Banega Swasth India one of the most impactful campaigns for health and hygiene in the country.
Yes, Ambika, and what a journey it has been. From Banega Swasth India, which was started by our Honorable Prime Minister Modi, to Banega Swasth India. Together we have not only raised awareness, we have also driven the behavior change communication across the country. And 11-year journey is a fantastic journey which NDTV and Dettol have been doing together.
Absolutely, Ravi.
Yeah.
पूज्य बापू ने हमें संदेश दिया था, क्विट इंडिया, क्लीन इंडिया।
The Banega Swasth India campaign's 11-year successful journey has been acknowledged by India's top leaders. It also included Nobel Prize winners amongst many.
हमने बनेगा स्वच्छ इंडिया इस कैंपेन के साथ जुड़कर एक करिकुलम बनाया और तमाम मदरसों के अंदर हमने इस काम को पूरे इंडिया के अंदर पहुंचाने की कोशिश की है.
I'm absolutely delighted to learn about a successful collaboration in developing gender transformative programs for school children, adolescents, and new mothers as part of this initiative. Since 2018, the partnership, thanks to its implementation at a grassroots level, has delivered significant benefits by positively affecting thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives.
The Banega Swasth India campaign
and Health and Hygiene Council is a welcome move.
हमारे देश में हमारे लोगों के लिए more education, awareness और
I'm sure the recommendations from this council will be extremely useful.
Health is your birthright and we are there to ensure that.
Not just support and acknowledgement from the top leaders, including the Padam Shri awardees, Ambika, I think a lot of work has been done on the ground as well.
You're absolutely right, Ravi. Yes, from our documentaries on waste management to cleanliness to our ground reports on the plight of manual scavengers. We've really done a lot of work from the ground in the last 11 years. Finally, when we drive up to this Ghazipur landfill, one realizes that if it wasn't for these trucks traveling hundreds of kilometers each day, the city would see tons and tons of garbage lying all around. So Ravi, over the years, we have focused on 3 pillars. It's health, hygiene and of course environment, talking about climate change. That has been an integral part of our campaign. And when we really realized the connect between Swachh and Swasth, we looked at Sundarbans, the impact of climate change and health, and so much more. talking about climate change, environment, I have to ask you this because so much work you all have done on the CRI schools, first of its kind, the climate dictionary. Tell us a little bit about the work on that front.
Ambika, we just had the climate week, and to us climate week is not just a week, it's a climate year, it's a climate decade, and it's one of its own kinds of dictionaries, the climate dictionary what we have brought to life in the state of Uttarakhand. And thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Governor of Uttarakhand, who have been continuous pillars of support to us. Also to all the kids who have been participating in our programs.
Yeah.
And we started the program with a vision like, Uttarakhand is one of the Himalayan states which has a big number of natural calamities,
Yes.
ranging from cloud bursts to earthquakes to avalanches to rise in the temperature
And floods all the
and
time.
floods and flash floods. So we thought like it's very important to work in the state, and it's very important to make the children climate conscious, and making them climate conscious by introducing various nudges to them at a very early stage. And one of the nudges is the climate dictionary. Second important nudge what we have worked with one of the fellow students from Stanford is the Kiara kits. On the top of that, there is a research what we are actually undertaking, the intersection between the germs, hygiene and the climate change with the AIMS Rishikesh. I'm very thankful to the AIMS Rishikesh team also. They have recently been to the field for the data collection, and soon we are going to hear about the results of the program. We're not just limited to this. Last year when we were in the Hornbill Festival in Nagaland, we made a promise to Honorable Education Minister that we are coming to Nagaland also. He gave us a very big challenge. Nagaland has around X number of villages, and can we do something together so that all villages have something in place in terms of real on-ground change what can be demonstrated to rest of the
Absolutely.
northeastern India. So we are honoring our commitment, and we have started our work on that. And moreover, we are also seeing like there is a today the temperature is around 48-49 degrees.
Yeah.
There is an orange alert, there is red alert, and one of the most vulnerable group is actually the pregnant moms,
Yes.
the children below 5, the old age population. So it's very important to see the things from the lens of One Health.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
we are continuously trying to understand that, like what best we can do, what we can do on the climate resilience front, what we can do, because the longevity of life is very important, and wellness is very important. There's some wonderful schemes by the Government of India
Yes.
which were launched by the Prime Minister, like Ayushman Bharat scheme. Then you have the wellness clinics. So there's a whole wellness program. So it's important like how we reach out to 500 aspirational districts. And again, this journey has been very, very interesting. Like when we started with around 100 plus aspirational blocks, when we talked to Mr. Amitabh Kant in one of the Jaipur Literature Festivals in Jaipur, we talked about our commitment and our reach to the aspirational blocks. And looking into the HDI, which is the Human Development Index, we thought like it's very important to work on the social determinants of health.
Yes.
And social determinants of hygiene, social determinants of water, social determinants on One Health. So we are continuously trying and striving to have the partnerships. And one of the big partnerships which we have just gone into last week is with the Public Health Foundation of India.
Oh, lovely.
And that partnership will give us a lot of opportunities to explore the angles of public health, which will be for the national interest.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, Public Health Foundation of India is one of the world's #2 public health institutions. And this gives us a great opportunity to work more rigorously on research, which is more action-led.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
more people, like rightly said, they're working
Yes.
in the public. And you know what you said, keeping your commitment, whether it's in Nagaland,
True.
whether what you've done in Uttarakhand, I think that's what makes our partnership, Reckitt and NDTV's partnership even stronger. That y'all are leading, together we're taking this campaign forward and really trying to make
I want to
a
bring
difference.
one more very important
Sure,
point to you, Ambika. You have been with us in various seasons with the various leaders. All the leaders till they talk about one thing which is very, very important, and I want to reinforce that again on behalf of all the leaders which we have in Reckitt, about Mere 10 Gaj or my 10 yards. It's very important to actually make the movement as a citizen movement. So that
Jan Andolan, like
as
Honorable
Jan
Prime
Andolan,
Minister says, yeah.
so that if there is sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka prayas will be required, and we have done that in the past, from having donation in terms of money, from the time to the hours, a lot of work what we have done together. So somewhere in the next season, we're also focusing on that.
So coming back to Mere Das Gaz, that's what
That's
season
very
12
very
is
important,
what
because
we-
that's a very very important nudge to tell everyone
Yeah.
who is watching this whole program from last 10, 11 years now. Without Jan Andolan, the success will be very limited.
Yeah. So
this
owning
owning.
oneself for one's country, I think, yes.
It's basically a program which is also directly contributing to the nation building agenda. And it's also one of the very proud programs which is continuously working on Swachh Bharat mission till date, with the same energy as it was introduced to India from the Red Fort by our Honorable Prime Minister.
Yes, way back in 2014.
Yes.
So our campaign is the longest running public health campaign on television. It's a campaign for the people, and we have tried to include the perspective of all, from the vulnerable to the tribals. And this is what exactly we were just talking about.
I would like to say that pride is not a matter of one day. Pride is a matter of 365 days. Pride is a matter of the whole year. It's not that one day we are showing ourselves. It's the whole year which we show ourselves.
बचपन से ही मेरा फोर्स में जाने का सपना था, बट मैं एक ट्रांसजेंडर होने के कारण मैं वो सपना पूरा नहीं कर पा रही थी। बचपन से देखते आ रही थी कि फोर्स पे सिर्फ मेल और फीमेल ही रहते थे। ट्रांसजेंडर का कॉलम आया और मैं अप्लाई की इसमें, और जो मेरा सपना है वो पूरा हो जाए।
We are all of the same gender. It means like there's no discrimination among us. Like we're of the same type. If we play in a female category, then we get discrimination. Like you're too strong, you're too masculine to be playing in a girls' team. That's the kind of discrimination we get. So.
Population of the denotified tribes, the semi-nomadic and nomadic tribes, is approximately 10% of India's total population. But the uncertainty of their status has left them with little or no access about their rights and also awareness, which is the reason why we see this huge impact on the quality of their lives. A tribal community with African ancestry, one of the most unique cultures to be found in India today. A tribal group with a heritage going back almost 800 years. Yet, they are amongst India's forgotten and marginalized communities.
जो हमारी कम्युनिटी है समझ कुछ कम है, जैसे कि आगे पढ़ना ये वो।
पढ़ना ज़रूरी है क्योंकि खुद की पहचान होनी चाहिए।
History reveals that the Chenchu tribals are the first dwellers of the Andhra region, much before the Dravidians as well. But over the years, their traditional relationship with their forests has been altered in a serious and perhaps irreversible way. So Polo Foundation and the forest authorities are working together on initiatives that can help improve their lives. Another important tool that has been used to bring about behavior change and nudges. Ravi, tell us, how has the campaign used music and puppetry to spread simple yet very important message of hygiene?
Thank you so much, Ambika. Again, we have been always talking about the culturally adaptive behavior change communication. We have been talking about the behavioral nudges. We are talking about the social determinants of health. India is a very vast country, and this country has multiple languages. With every 100 meters, the dialect changes. But what keeps everything put together is the music.
Yes.
It's culture. Music is something which brings us all together. And we have worked in last all 10 years of our programming with various folk artists, and they have created the music. We have worked with very, very renowned music artists from India. Like we have worked with the Rais Khan and his band. We have worked with Anthony Vasantan and his band. Also, this has given us a huge opportunity to put this music on hygiene to the millions. and all the music what we have created is open source, and the music is basically, on Spotify. And I'm very proud, like, this music is not getting dull. The music is very peppy. The various genres which are being used to deliver it. And the best part has been the support from the media, which has been very important pillar to make our voice heard to the right audience. And also to the state governments who have been super supportive of our work.
Absolutely.
And to me, like, one of the very important thing is also to work with the puppeteers and the muppeteers. So we have the rich cultural diversity. We have the puppet groups which go to Sweden, they go to Norway, they go to Europe, they go to UK, US, and do their puppetry there. We have the string puppeteers, then we have the muppeteers, and we are continuously making and improving the things better.
Yeah, and every time differently, like not
every
just
time
like,
differently,
unique
yes.
way. Yeah.
It's super unique, and it's so much fun.
Yes.
Because everything is child-centered.
And is learning as well along
True.
with fun.
And everything is basically based on the early childhood and development goals of the ECDs. And we have a team of very robust experts whom we have been working with to drive this music, culture, puppetry and these agenda, ranging from Shonali Khan from Sesame Street to Sanjeev Dham, who is the head of Mamta, to Sai Damodran, who is one of the Padam Shris, to my own boss, Gaurav Jain, and previously Nitish. So, I mean, say like there has been a lot which has been going on, and we are continuously trying to improve. And one of the biggest occasion was when we were called by, the government of Nagaland to the Hornbill Festival, which is one of the biggest cultural festivals in the Northeast, and to bring music for the Northeast. And ranging from the topics like health, hygiene, One Health, to making the music on consent, awareness, inclusion. It's a big platform which has been, been given
to ensure
us.
that everything important is covered in a unique way. It's taught in a unique way. I think that's important.
தமிழ்நாடுங்க அத நலமா வாழ்வதற்கு வழி செய்யுங்க
And as we wrap up this incredible journey through 11 years of the NDTV Dettol Banega Swasth India campaign, what we witnessed is nothing short of extraordinary. From reaching 298.4 million individuals to creating a social value of ₹65 for every rupee invested. This campaign has truly transformed from just a television show into a movement. Ravi, your thoughts on season 11? But not just season 11, looking forward now that we are going to be launching season 12 on the 2nd of October together.
Thank you so much, NDTV. Thank you so much, Ambika. This whole journey of 11 years is a very, very beautiful journey in terms of reaching to the customers, consumers, working with million plus schools in India, working directly with 30 million school kids, working with more than 5 million new moms, and a lot more. I remember the days when the maiden call from the Prime Minister happened, and in the first few hours, we committed our first 100 crores. And the journey started from there. We were in 2,400 schools. To journey now where we are trying to saturate 100% schools in India through the good work what we have been doing. But this is not possible alone, So there is a battery of partners from various spheres of life, from Prime Minister himself to the Honorable President of India, Honorable Vice President of India, Om Birla ji, and the district collectors, the district magistrate, and few leaders which immediately come to my mind. I remember in these 10-11 years we did Nasik Kumbh together, we did Ujjain Kumbh together, we did Ardh Kumbh, Now we just completed our full kumbh in the state of Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
What a beautiful experience of serving one of the biggest democracies in the world by the brand Dettol, and also huge learnings in terms of the what we have been doing, how to improvise it.
Sure.
The big battery of 40 plus Padam Shris and Padam Vibhushans, the battery of the Oscar winners, and a lot of people who are of super relevance to us, including the kids' parents, school teachers, principals, municipal commissioners, and my friends from media and others. And the driving force like His Holiness the Dalai Lama, as well as Swami Chidanand Saraswati ji and many others who have been a part and parcel of our discussions. I also remember, Ambika, there's a huge element of intersection of faith in India, and India is a country which has various faiths.
Yes.
And I'm personally very thankful on such an important subject of hygiene, sanitation, clean air pollution, Mere 10 Gaj, Swasth Mantra, and many other things. And
Yes.
during COVID, all the religious leaders also came together to support our campaign, which leads us towards a one world hygiene as a mission and as a strategy. I'm very sure there will be more bigger missions which will be launched in the times which will be coming, and they all complement each other. We will be having at some point of time a clean air mission also.
Yes. It
Which is
need of
also
the
very
hour.
important,
Yes.
because this directly impacts the longevity of life.
Yes, absolutely.
As important as our hands, irrespective of our caste, color, religion, creed, social stratification, our affiliations, our titles. So the disease enter through our hands, and disease also enter through the air if the bad air is there.
So I think that's a very important message out
So
there for
it's important, like how we talk about cleaning hands, we also talk about cleaning air, because we are talking about the holistic development, and the whole agenda of one world hygiene will only be possible when it is seen in a very broad perspective. What WHO says is raising the awareness and the bar on the self-care,
Yes.
so that there is a less load on the tertiary care, and people are self-aware, and people take care of themselves well as people fight for something which is super important in this day, not just in India as a big market, but across the globe, which is AMR,
Yes.
antimicrobial resistance.
Which we have been talking about, and what you said, self-care, is again something we've covered, and it is important that each one of us take responsibility of our health. And I think, Ravi, honestly, our campaign is where it is because of the kind of support we got. We had Mr. Bachchan as our campaign ambassador for 10 years. So the kind of support we've got from the right people is why our campaign is where it was.
So Ambika, I must put on record before we close this discussion. There is a battery of millions of volunteers on ground, the well-wishers, who really want to make the change.
Yes.
Maybe they don't know the means, but they're trying to find the means. They're working with us every day.
Yeah.
There is a huge battery of volunteers who support us. And wherever we are, they have played also a very, very important role, from one of the last mile villages near Tawang to Spiti, to Pondicherry, to Andaman Nicobar, to Jammu and Kashmir, to Punjab, to Haryana, to Uttar Pradesh, to Tamil Nadu. I'm just giving few names which just come to top of my mind, but practically whole India has supported us.
Absolutely.
And this new India is basically it's new Bharat. This Bharat needs to be further strengthened in terms of the disability adjusted life years, in terms of the life expectancy. So we're all working towards it, and you are going to see some very, very proud moments in the next season also.
Yes.
We are striving to work on that, and our leadership is on that. And I must put on record thanks to the leadership at Reckitt, Gaurav, Nitesh, Chris, and all. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, and please remember, Banega Swasth India and Banega Swachh India, they are not just our campaigns. They are our collective responsibility. As our Honorable Prime Minister says, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas will only be possible through Sabka Prayas.
And if we do it together.
And we have to do it together. Hence, we always, I want to reinforce it's Mere 10 Gaj.
Very true. Well, from all of us here at the NDTV Dettol Banega Swasth India campaign, thank you so much for joining us. See you all next time.